That was the best 17-hour study session I had.
I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, 4:30, 4:45.
By accent. It's not that I'm faking it, it's that I have to.
Welcome to the second episode of Jetspray To Toiletpaper. This is a podcast where we discuss our lives living abroad in different countries, where all of us are childhood friends pursuing very different fields of education. Now, this is our second episode. If you haven't checked out our first episode, go check it out right now. It was on healthcare for international students, where some of our panelists actually called 911. Some of them got bacterial infection, and some of them tried to help their friends and guide them on how to pee. Okay, you can check out the entire episode on our YouTube channel. But today we are talking about our day-to-day life in university and how our workload looks like, assignments and all of that stuff. So I'm Ranveer Singh Ranawat, and I'm currently pursuing a BTech in CS in Atlas Skill Tech University, India, Mumbai. There's a new face we have over here, Alish Babwani, with us. Now, all of our faces would be new if you're watching this for the first time. But if some of you watched our previous episode, we have Alish instead of Hetwi today. We'll get to Alish's introduction. We'll save the best for last. Uh, I'm still getting used to this. So, okay, Danish or Yash, who's going next? Rock, paper, scissors, maybe. Uh,
Right, I'm Danish. I'm pursuing a medical course in China at Zhejiang University. Yeah.
Yes, I'm pursuing degree in computer engineering at the University of Minnesota in the US.
Good morning, everyone. At least it's morning for me. I'm Alish Babwani. I'm pursuing bachelor's in psychology. I forgot for a second. And I'm studying at the University of South Alabama. And I like people. Fair enough.
yeah, he likes people. Okay. And nothing more? Anything else you like?
For those who know me, which is most of the viewers, for those who don't know me, I like football or soccer, as we um, call it here in United States. Uh, I have a bunch of hobbies. I can't talk about them because then the whole podcast would be about me. But yeah, that's all.
Okay, we'll keep introducing ourselves along the course of this podcast and other episodes. We've also started our shorts, so do check them out. Right now, we are opening this episode with our daily routine or our day to day. So, anyone wants to start with how your day looks like, morning till evening, or from the time you wake up till the time you go to sleep?
Mhm.
There were the team has no to say every day, so it's like it highly depends on the day and what is it going to be. Because like none of the games are the same. No one day is the same. Another one is no. What something is remain constant for me here is like it's a time that like it's like the mornings maybe when like not the timing of the morning but what I do in the mornings like I get up when I'm like an hour or 15 minutes before an hour 15 minutes before the class. I get up, you freshen up and you change and you leave for the class. I don't eat breakfast a lot of times. I just eat something after the class but that's what's really important and what I'm really constant is are the evenings where you just when you're done with the day, you just sit on back and sit in your room or play something or just chill because no one's gonna sit and do anything like that.
So, I mean, for our viewers or the listeners of this podcast, I'm assuming you guys are teenagers or people in 11th, 12th grade, or it could be older, but someone who's interested to know what a university student's day to day looks like, maybe because you're going to university yourself in the coming time, or you're just curious to know about a life. So, yeah, that's true. Our days are not constant, or they don't look the same every day, obviously. And but I hope it'll still give you a rough idea of what university life is. So, uh, okay, Yash mentioned that he freshens up and goes for breakfast. Where do you go for breakfast, Yash?
Okay, so I don't normally have breakfast before class. It depends, like if I have some time on this, I might have some.
That doesn't sound true though. Yash is a heavy eater. He doesn't have breakfast.
So it's okay. It depends on how late I am or how early I am. I might have something to eat, or like we have like MC is like reading books over there, so we have like a two box or something. So for the dining hall and you know, so you can either like I can either like pack something up and the bus while I'm traveling to the bus, or it's like, or okay, my to go is like, I just think like a paper cup, because I have a big paper cup on the front, like there is something, and you can just get that, and I just like put it with cloth, and just drink it along. So it's like, I'm pretty full, but I don't have to like carry something to eat. It's just easier, and like, it's tasty, so. Just like carry like a cup of chocolate and I think on the bus. So it's like a 15-20 minute ride normally to the class. So it's like really along with it. And if I have enough time, I'm going to keep it in dining hall, so that's very good. Or it's like pick something up for the later because sometimes like I'll even in the morning or I'll afternoon and then I come back directly in the evening. So I just carry along something along the way with me while at between classes. So if I don't get enough time, I can go to some dining hall, just like have something with me and I can eat it anyway. Otherwise, I just don't have a lot of, I don't have a lot of breakfast in the morning. Now that I have foods and some of the foods and from India that I can have something, but not as well. So it's like I don't have a lot of.
He kept saying that he doesn't have a lot of time in the morning. What time do you wake up?
Okay, that's what like it depends. When other class, like I have like an hour and 15 minutes before the class, something like an hour before the class, something like that. Just like wake up.
Yeah, so like, what time is it? 7, 8, 9?
My classes they're all beginner to 11:15. Nothing is 11:15 except for one class that is like on Wednesday and Friday. That's bigger than 9:45. So it's like if it's 9:45, then I wake up around 8:30, 8:30. I try to like I also like wake up at 8:30 sometimes or even 9. And not 9, honestly. It's like 8:30. I just like 8:15 and I wake up at 10. It's not 10, 9:30. An hour before, an hour before I have to leave. So if the class is 11:15, it takes me half an hour to go. So I leave at 10:45. So I have to wait on I just think it has like I don't have a lot of margin, so I can get enough sleep out of the day. Obviously,
Okay.
yeah, no one sleeps for free. Try to get as much sleep as we can before. So this can be
So बता दे
This
चल
is
बताओ हाँ क्या बोल रहा है बोलो
this is an art every student masters over time. Precise moment to wake up and leave should be. As for me, most of my classes are constant. Like we have our fixed schedule for the entire week, and the longest class, no, most of the classes are of 2 hours 30 minutes, and the shortest classes of 1 hour 30 minutes. Yeah, 1 hour 30 minutes. And then as for morning classes, I don't have breakfast. I usually skip it. Don't tell this. Okay, forget it. It's on internet. But then,
जो मम्मी देख रहे हैं
but then usually what I do is I go for my morning class, and then we have this 24 minutes break in between. Our as in our entire session is divided into 3 sessions, and then in the morning we have a 24 minute break after the first 45 minutes. Then after that we have 5 minutes break in 45 minutes interval. So then usually what I'll do is I'll go to the nearest convenience store, and then I'll get cup noodles. Always comes in handy. And usually I'll carry it back to my class, and then I'll have my breakfast in class. Teacher gets irritated, but then it's good for the sleeping part. But
They allow
and
you to
then
eat in the class?
you eat in the back, not in the front.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what eating. Like, you can eat in the glass. This is a bit awkward to eat in the glass. At least like, but people definitely carry drinks all the time. People have like
Mm.
the Starbucks or like they have water or something. People
See,
carry drinks all
it's awkward. It's awkward when you eat alone. Always have a friend that does not have breakfast in the morning, and then you have noodles with him in class.
We have a very yeah. We have a very strict policy in that regard. हम लोग के class में they don't allow us to carry food or drinks. Okay, bottles are fine, of course. Otherwise, we are just trying to hide away our tiffins or snacks, chips, whatever it is that we are eating from the floor managers that are constantly roaming around looking at us.
Oh my god, no. We have like this, we're free to do anything. Like we can eat. Like even like eating is fine, but like no one still has it properly. Like it's comfortable is fine. People can have that. I've eat snack. So when in one of my classes, like sit on the second row from the front, and in front of me there's one guy. He normally has like a thermos of coffee that he drinks, and whenever he opens up the coffee bottle, there's a strong smell of coffee. It's just like black coffee that he drinks. It's like just
Um,
normal espresso. So when he opens up the bottle to take a sip, there's like a reeks of coffee. That's all I know. It's coffee. He does that. And he also
you like the smell of coffee?
no, I hate it. It's really bad. It's too strong.
It
I
smells like
like
beans,
it.
or it smells different. Coffee beans.
Not exactly coffee bean, it's stronger because it's hot. It's all like vapor coming out. It's pressed very easily. It's very small. And you also have
I don't think I would mind. Yeah.
I think it's there's something like some
Yeah.
little bars like you see like some breakfast bars and like something like that to like easily eat. We have eaten that. We have had. So like I see people eat like this. I'm not seeing people eat completely. I think you can eat, but it's just very like awkward to eat in fast food. Like it's very sad and you're only chewing. That'd be very I understand.
Yeah, I mean,
Mm.
you can't really eat like full foods like a steak or something. It's mostly like little bar. It's mostly like protein bars or Nature Valley or granola bars and
Mm.
stuff.
I
But I
imagine
swear,
carrying a complete steak
there's
to
always at least minimum 4 white girls who always have Starbucks. Trust me, always.
already period diving.
Uh, and then for
Always.
the okay, I was going to continue my schedule, but then
Go on, go on,
okay,
go
okay.
on.
So then for the rest of the day, I'll usually attend classes, have lunch and dinner, like as per the normal schedule. I feel that my dinner is a little earlier according to the normal schedule, because like our dinner starts at 5 and ends at 6:30 in the evening. What are your guys' times? That's too soon for night. Like the normal Indian standard is like 8 or 9, I guess.
But mine was early. Okay, so mine had dining over here. Okay, there are multiple dining modes on the campus. Okay, you can any one you want, but
Hmm.
this campus is a little far than the rest of the campus. So there's only one dining mode here. So we normally eat here if I'm like already hungry. It starts at 4:30 and it ends at 8 o'clock. And I thought it was pretty early. Now that it was 6:30, I think it's okay. And plus I get to have it at 2, so it's fine. I just like take it and eat it. 6:30.
What about you,
What?
Alish?
So my day usually starts off with me struggling to get out of bed and thinking whether I should go to class or not. And
Yeah. Alish is totally that kind of a person. Okay, but yeah, that's true for all
Um,
of us, I guess.
um, and after that, I usually once again I apologize for looking a bit rough. This is the first time I'm trying to keep a beard, so usually I shave everything off, but um, I've been growing it for like 3 4 days now, except the mustache.
Yeah,
I shaved the
yeah,
mustache
yeah.
off.
I mean, I'm against his beard. Alish is a skinny dude. I don't think it'll go well on him. Not that I'm the one
Yeah,
to say,
no, not
hey.
not a beard, but more like a scruff. You can. It's very very visible on camera right now, but yeah. And then I usually shave, go to class. I have the exact same dining facilities as Yash, and I have a to-go box as well. It's right here actually. Hold on. It is, yeah. It's this. Yeah.
No, wait, oh my god, that's not fair. Let me tell you the story. Sorry to cut it off, but this is a very funny story I like. So apparently, apparently the Google boxes. This is this is what it's like now. Okay. So apparently I also want to see this series here. Not being in the pool as well. So it used to be double this. Like imagine the two of these. It used to be great. That's apparently this is that. And someone like was it okay? I think like they reduced like this year. So someone last year started filling the like with cereal, like completely. Like imagine this, this
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's filling it up with cereal. And they somehow found out and they were like, no, we're going to reduce the size. But okay, here we are. Our meal plan says we have unlimited food. So it's not, it's, I mean, you're paying for the food. I don't know why they reduce this size. If someone wants to have so much cereal, it's not their business. I mean, if you have it in the dining hall, if you have it later, it doesn't matter. You still have the same cereal. So I don't know why they reduce it. Maybe it's double this size. So I was like, we're going to have to manage. I just push everything in. It's just a lot. But yeah.
You don't really have unlimited food.
In the dining hall, you can sit as you want. You can sit the whole 4 hours of food.
Yeah.
Our to go system is a little different because like we basically like give our order or whatever is there on the like small section sort of, and then they will put it in a transparent sort of box, and then we just get the box, and then if it does not fit in one box, then they'll use another box. It's not like we have to fit everything in one.
Hmm.
That makes sense. I mean, it's kind of the same for us. But we need to pay like $5 again or $10 again for another to-go box.
Oh yeah, we like just one over here.
$10.
We can just one at the start of the semester, and then you can basically get one new every day you can get one new. We just have to see it. This is how this is the previous year has been. So I don't have to say okay, that's it. That's it. Just like and just like I mean, see, just like this was like you just like you put it over there and you ask for a new one from the this. You just look at a new one. But you can only have one.
Yeah,
That's
it's the same for me. Everyone eats, and then there's this rotating. I don't know what it is. It's like like those belts on tanks.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that, but it keeps rotating. You just put your plate on it, just goes behind, gets washed, comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
like you have like a little belt, basically, and you just put your plate and it goes there, and they put it in the
We'll put a photo for the viewers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think good right now.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
yeah.
like when you to me, never see something. I never was working
Right. So,
And
anyways, that's how my day goes. Well, not day. That's how my morning goes. Pretty sure everyone has the same schedule to like 2 3 p.m. That's most.
no, no.
No, we'll get we'll get to your schedule in a second.
We'll get
So
to. We'll get to.
on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I only have one class because I'm failing English, so I basically don't have to go. Don't ask me why.
Yeah, and if anyone's wondering, now that we hear Alicia's American accent seep in, Uh,
It's hard to speak in an Indian accent now. Okay, I'm trying my
No,
best.
okay,
no, you're faking.
just to give the give everyone some context, Alish grew up in US. He did grow up in US until what age? 9, 10?
Yeah, for 11 years. No, till age 13.
Till 13, and he came to India, and he was here till 20, 19, 20,
7 years. Yeah.
7 years. He had a very strong Indian accent, and now he's trying to switch back to his American accent. Not
I
that he had.
always had the American accent. It's just I didn't use it because
Mm.
oh, wait.
Most of it. The thing is, uh, it's okay. It's not very uncommon for people to pick up certain pronunciation or accent. The thing is, when you speak to people here, they are used to hearing things in a certain way. And when you try to say, in your accent, in your different accent, or some different accent, they don't get it. It's like you're forced to basically get accustomed to assimilate to
Yeah, it's true.
it's like otherwise you're just stuck because you have to like I have so many incidents I have to keep repeating a word and those they don't get it. You have to like try to say it in the way they are used to. So it's like dedicated. Okay, for example, a word when I say I was talking to a friend and the word I was trying to say the word beginner. So I said beginner and they say and he was not a beginner, you know, I said beginner. But he said, oh, you're beginner. I don't know.
A beginner.
I said beginner. I said beginner. Oh, so that's like,
Yeah,
oh, so like that's the difference. It's like you're forced to like pick up that accent. It's like,
I
it's,
mean,
it's the
Mm.
same. It's the same thing with aluminum and aluminium.
Indians understand the accent just fine, I would say. I
It's
don't have
it's
a very
mostly
Speaking
like
of
yeah, it's
accents,
weird.
speaking of
uh,
accents, Chinese is a tonal language. Okay, so there are four tones. Then, when you're speaking, if you speak a different tone, then it means a different thing. It's like that. So then you have to
uh,
be really careful about the way how you're speaking. You never know, you might just insult someone
It's the same
while
with
asking
French,
for
no?
groceries.
I'm not sure
No,
with
no, no,
It's
no.
French.
similar to French
French
as
is
well.
not tonal. I
No?
don't think
Okay.
French is tonal. Like,
Guys,
Okay.
we
That's
had
oh,
not a
like
you
years
concept for
of
studied,
this
French
you
class.
studied French.
We
You have
studied
like
French. All of us
IGCSE.
did.
episode. That's what I said. I'm not
Yes.
sure if it's true or not for
It
French.
is. Hello?
I don't think it's tonal. I don't know. I don't care.
It's fine.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
but
matter. That's not a concern for this episode.
adding
Please
on the
continue
point
with
of
the schedule.
accents,
Coming back to
yeah,
workload.
Yes. Schedules, day to day.
I
Go
just
on.
I just want to clear this out. Adding on the point of accents, it's not that I'm faking it. It's that I have two. Because
Mm.
I joined RBK in seventh. I have more than two, but I joined RBK in
Yeah,
Mm.
seventh,
he also had a
and
Canadian accent for some reason.
no UK. That's what I use here.
You-
You spoke to
So apparently
what?
everyone thinks that I'm from UK over here. Because okay, so I speak like this, and they all think that I'm from
Oh.
United Kingdom. They all think that I grew up in London and stuff, and it's so
Mm.
weird, bro. Because when I came to India in sixth grade, I shifted to their school in seventh, and Urmi ma'am, Prisla ma'am, and so many other teachers and students, they all were like, "Your accent is so overbearing." So I had to switch to an Indian accent a little bit. So I'm not saying that it's not my main accent. It's just I'm bi accent, like it's bilingual kind of thing.
By
Mm.
Alicia's is by accent.
Okay, my bad. Do you guys want to hear the rest of my schedule? Let's go past this
Yes,
point.
we have
Okay. Uh, I did.
by accent.
I did. Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Um, After classes, it's mostly hanging out with friends or football practice or soccer. And then usually do that. Come back home, play some Fortnite or any video games, and then at night, hang out with friends again. And we usually go out, get dinner, come back, and then hang out in someone's room, either mine or their room. And there's like a bunch of people. I'm pretty sure Ranveer video called me that time, and he saw.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
It
explain what he
was,
saw.
it was pretty awkward, honestly.
It
Where do
was
you go
pretty
for dinner?
awkward.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of fast food places. Like even before this podcast, I got this huge bag of McDonald's. There's that
Oh,
because I'm too lazy to go to the dining hall. And then yeah, we just chill and do teenage stuff, and then go to sleep by 3 or 4
he actually goes to sleep by 3 or 4, I guess.
on
Usually, I
school
take,
days, on
yeah,
school
on
nights.
school days. I'm texting. If I'm texting him, he's away. Okay, I can text him like in the afternoon, my time, Indian time, and he'll reply like within 5 minutes, probably.
I don't
Three
sleep,
seven.
guys.
He doesn't. Yeah.
It's all because of high school, okay? It's RBK. Come on, you have to agree with me.
I slept
No,
pretty well.
I slept pretty well as well. It's
Well,
just
you,
the
I sleep early, but I have nothing to do with RBQ. I slept
Hmm.
Yeah.
I put the blame on RBK. It's an excuse.
Okay, by the way, RBK is our high school, our middle school, and for Yash and I, our only school, RBK, RBK School, then RBK
Any
International.
school?
Yeah, yeah, since junior, nursery, junior,
Sure.
senior,
I've been
middle.
to like I've been to 6 different schools.
Yeah, you sure have.
True, true,
Hmm.
true.
Yeah, you can't bear Alicia more than like 3 years, maybe 4.
What?
3 years, 4 hours. By
Hey, I'm the most popular kid in our high school. Okay. Shh.
oof oof.
Yeah, he had a fan following of sixth graders. He had a fan following of 13, 14-year-olds. Uh,
Look up to Alice.
yeah, Alicia was 18 or not even 18, he was 19, but yeah, sure.
Not no no.
Okay, okay, who's going next for the schedule? Anyone
It's
wanted to
you.
complete?
You're the
Me?
only one left.
Yeah, yeah, you guys were left to.
um,
There's a lot remaining.
then where was I? I was at lunch, I guess. Yeah, we have lunch and dinner at the same time, and then that was the segue. And then after that, after dinner, usually I'll play some sport, maybe football, table tennis. We have this foosball table in our laundry room. It gets really competitive, but then it's fun. And then usually I'll come
Okay,
back,
okay,
study a
Danish
little.
also mentioned that between his lectures, do you get a fixed 5 minute break? Is that what it is?
It's basically each of our lecture is comprised of 45-minute sessions. So then
Yeah.
the highest one being of three, mm, yeah, four, and then the lowest one of two, like that.
Okay, so you do get like fixed 5 minute breaks in between your lectures.
Yeah. So then after every 45 minutes, we'll have 5 minutes break. Just
Okay,
in the
that's
morning session, just in the
yeah.
morning session, the break is 25 minutes. Only if the first break is 25 minutes.
Okay,
I
that's I
thought you
think
said you have 2 minutes
yeah.
break. That was weird.
No, he
No.
said five, and I think that's very interesting for China because I've heard on the internet, even in their workforce or normal jobs, I guess some Chinese companies or a lot of Chinese companies provide like 30-minute naps for the employees in the middle of the
Yeah,
day
yeah, yeah.
just because
Yeah.
they believe in a
Employees,
really
they
hard
have
work.
this bed sort of like our school. We have dorms separately for the teachers. So then at around one something, they go to bed and they sleep. And but then in office situations, like they have this collapsible bed, and then they usually just open the bed and they sleep on that. Not everyone have their own, but then most of them do.
Okay, so the napping
Hey,
culture is big in China then. Yeah,
we had
Yeah,
that. We had
afternoon
that in
afternoon
USA.
naps.
power
Even
naps.
even in the primary schools, the students, they used to have like a bedtime in between. But their schools are different. Here primary schooling is a lot different. The school starts at around 7 or 8, and then it ends at around 7 or 6 in the evening. It's like an entire 12 hours, 11 hours of schooling. Yeah,
Wow.
it's crazy.
I
Basically
mean,
what happened
that's
was, as far as I know, okay, what I've heard from people, I don't have any research backing up and everything. But then uh, there were many private tuitions going on over here. Like we have Akash, Alan, and so on in India, Mahesh tutorials, and then basically the rich students, sort of, they could afford all those private tutoring, and let's call them lower class ones, could not afford as much, causing a huge grade difference according to them. So the government wanted to end this, and they said that now school will start from 7 and end at around 6 or 7. So then there's no time for going to all these other classes, and they give homework and everything. So that's their sort of solution to all of this private tutoring business,
I mean,
even
that's
though it
pretty
provided so
interesting.
much income.
I mean,
The
that's good
government
for
did.
the parents.
Yeah. I guess
Well
education
paid for the
systems in
parents.
our respective countries is okay. That's a topic for another podcast itself. Yeah,
You know,
but
funny
okay.
thing, I'm sorry. We had
Yeah.
nap times till like fourth grade in US for like 1 hour nap times.
Yeah. You probably made good use of it.
See, wait, no offense. No, it's no offense, like for anyone watching who's from US or whatever, any white, what am I saying? I'm sorry. Anyone who's not in India or China, everyone who's living in US, if you're watching, you guys are dumb, like extremely. And one of the main reasons is because till fourth, fifth grade, you have 1 hour nap times every single day, and you only have 5 to 6 hours of school. With 45 minutes of recess, 30 minutes of lunch break, and then another 15 minutes of short break.
I mean, it's fourth grade. What do you expect? It's
You heard what Danish said. They have 12 hours of school.
Okay, okay. We don't have middle schoolers or
Yeah, but
toddlers
then they
watching. We
also have
just
like sleep time in between and everything. I guess the higher grades they don't have. They probably do some
That's
other
still at
activities.
least minimum of 9 hours of school then. In
Okay.
US, it's like 3 hours of semi good study.
like,
okay.
we didn't have it. We didn't have that time. Yeah, but okay. So like, I went to IT with see, that's like
Right, pre-primary.
yeah. So even though we didn't have nap times, I would usually just pass it on the times. So I had my nap times.
Yeah. Okay. Danish was heading or Danish was entering his evening. क्या होता है दानिश शाम को फिर?
Yeah, and then we usually, after playing football and everything, I'll study and then go to bed.
Study for how long?
Depends on the workload. For example, if they're like right now, I study maybe 2 hours, 3 hours at max, because there's nothing much to study because our midterms just ended. But before our midterms, that was not 2, 3 hours. That was like 12 or 9. It was tough times. But then medicine demands that much, nothing you can do.
Wait, but you
Yes.
12 hours study?
Yes, bro. Takes a lot of
Including
time.
in lecture hours or self-study, yeah.
It's like on the days when you have classes, that those days you cannot study 12 hours because you have to attend the class. But then those
So,
days you can reach maximum of 4 or 5. But then on like Saturdays, what I'll do is usually wake up at around 7 or 8, and then I'll study like 3 hours, and then I'll take a break and then study 3 hours again. I'll usually divide into 4 sessions. So then that's, you don't study 12 hours at once. No one can do that.
That's cool. Still, it's a long.
One night before the physics examination, we were completely blank for this examination. Like, okay, let's see what happens. And then one of my friend, his name, let's not mention, but then he came, and then we were sitting in my room. We sat down at 4 p.m. Said, okay, we'll study everything from the beginning. We got up at 4 a.m. 12 hours. We sat all at once. We just left for lunch, dinner, whatever. We came back and then we sat down for that one physics examination. And then luckily everything went good. And then we slept at 4 a.m. Okay. Woke up again at 9 a.m. And then we sat down again for another 3 hours. And then we left 12 p.m. around for lunch. And then from lunch, we went directly for the examination. And then that was the best 17-hour study session I had.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
man.
medicine for you guys. Yeah,
The only
But-
12
That
hour.
and that's
Sorry.
what it takes to become a doctor. Wow.
True, true. Hey, keep in touch, okay, when you're a doctor.
Okay,
But
okay, and he's not that innocent, not that इतना शांत और इतना सीधा बच्चा भी नहीं है. अभी पार्टी करके आया देखो. He
yeah, nah,
partied and he
if
joined.
bro,
y'all know Danish,
He
if y'all
partied hard today. Drinks, हाँ, Danish drinks out, clubbing वगैरह.
कुछ नहीं भाई, I'm
this
sober.
is
No, no,
this is a
no.
bit
कुछ
off
नहीं drink
topic.
करता.
Wait, wait, wait.
Yeah,
This is a bit off topic, but
Bro,
if
midterms
y'all
खत्म हो गया,
know
क्या करने का
Danish,
फिर? Midterms are over.
wait, wait. There's this one thing which is gonna explain exactly how Danish is. Okay,
Hmm.
none of y'all know him, obviously, because none of you were a part of our class. I know him from inside and outside the school. There's this guy named
Bro.
Saksham.
Eh,
Okay. Yeah, we're not talking about that
No,
though.
no, no, no. There's this guy we used to have in our school named Saksham,
ooh.
and
Oh,
yeah,
Bro,
a
no
bunch
names,
of good
man. Come
memories
on.
with him. In
No names.
summary, Danish slapped him because he made a mistake. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hmm?
yeah.
The
I
scooty
mean,
Did I
incident
that's
slap
with
him?
pretty normal. Everyone slapped everyone in recent past. Like, that's pretty
um, that
normal.
was that was a pretty heavy slap though.
When
Okay,
I
Yash
don't
tried
even
to
remember
hit Alish
slapping
with
him.
a steel bottle at one point, right? In the
Oh
big.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he tried
I
to.
Where is this podcast going? Where is this podcast
Yeah. Oh.
I remember Saksham made me so mad. I threw a steel bottle at his head. Luckily it missed, but I did.
Luckily.
And Yash threw a plastic bottle at me once.
I don't know what kind of bottle it was.
It was in seventh grade.
It
And
was
then the
steel,
next
I
year
guess.
I came to you with a Oreo dairy milk. I'm like, Yash,
Yeah,
will you
you tried
forgive
to
me?
bribe me with an Oreo dairy milk. You thought, this will fix it.
It worked. It worked. It worked.
And just for reference, Yash cried that day. On
He
the
did.
day when
Yeah.
Yash, on the day when Yash threw the bottle on Alish, somehow Yash was the person who cried instead of Alish.
I have no
I
idea.
don't even know why you threw it. You thought I hit you when you hit yourself.
I don't know what happened.
Okay, so what
Okay,
happened was I
whatever.
kind of tickled you.
No,
I'm
no, no,
sorry.
no.
No, it's
Yeah,
quick.
we
It's
can
quick. I
move
promise. I promise. I
on.
promise it's quick. I promise. I tickled him. I tickled him, and then he turned around and he hit his elbow on his own bottle, and he thought I hit him, so he threw his bottle at me.
I don't know what
Yes, yes.
happened, man.
I remember this.
And he cried after that.
I
Yeah.
have no idea. Wait.
Bro, workload. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we went off
And
topic.
then,
The
and then
Danish
yeah,
party
you
करके
I
आया
was
यार.
like,
Yeah, by the way, we're recording this episode. We were going to record it at okay 9 p.m. India, 12 12 okay 9 or what time was it? Around 9 p.m. India, 12 p.m. China, and 9:30 a.m. in US. But we started our recording at 11:30 11 India and 1:30 in China, 1:30 in the morning. And okay, US it's fine, 11:30 in the morning. And right
see,
now
I
it's
help. I help. See, it's good. They got some time to sleep, enjoy their vacation. See? Good thing.
Well,
What,
that
man?
wasn't planned at all. Yeah, we had to shift a lot of things for this help. Anyways,
You
it's
think
right
I
now
got
it's twelve
sleep?
ten. Right now it's 12:10, and it must be 2:45 and or 2:40 in
No.
China.
Mm-mm. It's
Yeah.
too bad.
Yeah, and anyways,
It's
now
12:40 for us.
Now for
I'll
the best part, Ranveer's hectic schedule.
I'll
Yes,
talk
come on,
about my
Ranveer.
The Indian gravy.
schedule. Since I'm pursuing a BTech in CS, AI, and ML in India, generally I believe Indian curriculum is quite regimented. So for context, I live in Mira Road and I travel to BKC. My university is located in BKC, and my lectures start at 8 a.m. in the morning. So I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, 4:30, 4:45. Then I try to get ready by in an hour 15 minutes, have breakfast in 5-10 minutes, and try to catch a train at around 6:20, 6:30 to reach Bandra by 7:30. And if you're wondering why I catch a train or a local in Mumbai at 6:20, 6:30, it's because if I delay it any further, if it goes after, let's say, 6:45, 7, it's too difficult to catch a train. I mean, the first time I actually tried the local, I hit my head on some uncle's shoulder and my specs nearly broke. I'm not up for such adventures or stunts right before my classes. I'd rather wake up early and take a train without any hassle. So, uh,
We should have a photo of the
yeah,
rush.
we will have a photo of the locals. Uh,
That's I mean, I've seen so many Americans doing like four of mobiles and like, what? I mean, that's more population than your state.
yeah, yeah. So I reach my university by 7:30. My lecture starts at 8, and then we usually have like 6 hours of lectures every day. So we have one break after the first two lectures for half an hour, another two lectures, and another break for an hour. Then two more lectures, and then we end for the day. And then if you're in a club, I'm in a finance and economics club, so sometimes you have the club work if there's an event coming up. So you would probably have to stay back, or if you have something going on, some other event, you'd probably have to stay back. So like my college usually lasts till 3:30 p.m. and then on some days 4:35. On very rarely I get to leave early if some professor decides not to show up. That's very rare though. It doesn't have happen that often. But yeah, and then it takes me another hour, an hour 15 minutes to reach home, AC local, and so I'm back to my home by 4:45, 5 o'clock. And after that, yeah, so that's like I leave home at 6:05, 6:10, then I am back by 4:45, 5. Then I'll probably rest, eat something for an hour, and after that, it's probably assignments, preparing for any of the tests that are coming up. And in the evening, obviously, I live with my family, so if there's something you have to do at home, help out. And also managing any other projects. Sometimes, a lot of times, the podcast, we are deciding, we are having meetings constantly on the episode ideas, what to do, what not to do. We'll probably discuss that some other day. But yeah, and after that, I'll have something in the evening and then dinner at hopefully by 8:39, and then I'll try to hit the bed by 10 o'clock. Yeah, and then it starts again the same routine from 4:30.
Damn. Well, more than
Yeah,
that. Also, just to be clear, Ranveer is the only one who lives with a family.
Yeah.
All of us,
Yep.
five of us, including Hetvi,
Yes.
except all five of us, including Hetvi. Yeah.
I mean, that's why you sleep at 3 and 4.
Well, I mean, if I had a room as big as you, then Danish and I wouldn't suffer. We'd go back to sleep.
Wait, what does that room have to do with realistic?
Because it's
Yeah,
so big, it
Yash's
makes
room
you feel
is
like,
four
oh,
occupancy. It's meant for four
yeah,
people, but Yash is the only one living in it. Yeah.
I'm
I like
rich.
my room.
I don't know. Like, I'm paying the same as I would if all of them four were girls. It's like I'm not paying any more because dogs
Yeah, he got lucky. He got lucky, but
You did, yeah.
paying the same as everyone in this dog.
Yeah, that's actually the same situation for me too.
Yeah, I'm pretty fine with it. Like,
Yeah, now I got a roommate because I requested one.
yeah, definitely they would.
he, he placed a request for a roommate and they delivered him in like 2 business days, was
Yeah,
it?
2 weeks more like, yeah.
2 weeks. Only.
This is really far. Yeah, this. I mean, of the class. Like, it's not like two campuses, one is, kind of three campuses. One campus is more than
Hey, if you're feeling lonely, I'll call two of my friends. We'll come to your house.
yeah, I love it. Like, I love
Yeah. You can continue this after the recordings.
I'm sorry, yeah, go on.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, okay, so talk about workload girls. Everything depends on what classes you are taking and how many credits you are taking. So there's nothing fixed here. You can take as little as you want or as much as you want.
Yeah, yeah, okay, let's talk about your requirement for the credits as well. It'll give a clear picture. Per semester, how many credits?
We don't have a semester requirement. I mean, yeah, we have to have minimum of 12 credit hours every semester to be a full-time student. You can take less than that, but then you will not be a full-time student. And I need to be a full-time student because I'm on a visa here. Otherwise, like, revoke my visa and send back to India. So to be a full-time student, for me, it's 12 minimum, 12 credits minimum. Otherwise, you can have less than 12 if you just have part, it's not big of deal. So there's a lot of flexibility there. So after
Is it the same for you? Yeah. No, no, I was asking Alicia if it's the same for
Yeah,
him.
it's exactly the same. We international students like us can't go down below 12.
otherwise you will be just
They terminate your visa. And funny enough, you can't even work off campus.
off campus, and in your first year, you can do it from the second year. You can't. Yeah. I mean, even from the second year, I think there's a lot of restriction. You have to relate to your major or something like that. There are a lot of restrictions. You can't just work anywhere unless it's like a sort of internship or something like that. It's difficult
Yeah.
to work as an internship. But yeah, I mean, there are a lot of opportunities. So going back to credits, I have to have this total of 124 credits. That's for my degree. I have to have a total of 124 credits in all 4 years of mine. So it's up to me how to divide that. I can divide it any way I want. I don't have to take the same grades every semester. I can take one semester I can take 12, another semester I can take 16 or 17. So it's completely up to me.
And how many courses are you doing right now?
As a technical like one course is something 5. But one of them is like an like first year class that is using stock and go on the college or something. But it's not really a class course, but we do have to study that class. Without that class, we can't get in this case. We have to
And how many credits those classes are for? Like 12 credits, your current courses combined.
currently 16. I would read 12 next semester. Reduce the loan.
Okay.
I don't think 16 credits. It's I thought it was more than that. I thought it's not very difficult. like not all the courses are very difficult, but like they do a lot of work. Even it's easy takes time to learn things like that.
What
Mm.
about you, Alish? Number of courses and how many credits are they combined?
I have 15 credit hours and I have 5 courses. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to go down to 12 because I'm not going to say the reason why. Um, I might have to retake few of them for certain reasons. So,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's fun because you all you have to do is waste more money and you don't fail pretty much.
Okay, okay.
The one quick note here is like for us here, I'm not. I think it's like we pay for if you have like anything above 13 credits is free here. So if I take anything over 13 credits, I don't have to pay for that class. I only pay till 30 credits. So after 30 credits, you have to pay, and after 30 credits, it's free. So it's like you only pay for 30 credits, and after that, whatever you take is free. If I'm not wrong,
Can we
we can double check, but as far as I understood.
can we
That's a great
switch
option then.
universities real quick, just like one semester?
I'm not switching it.
Okay, okay. Let's come to Danish. How many
Uh,
credits? Number of courses?
for us, we have a minimum of 12 credits needed to pass the semester, at least this one. And then we have like compulsory courses and elective courses. Like compulsory is that everyone has to take that course. There is no other option. If you're in the like I'm doing medical course, so then over here you have to take certain courses during each semesters that are compulsory for everyone. And then there is an elective course. Elective course is like one is career related, which is medical humanities. Then the other one is basketball. So then, depending on your likes, you can choose whatever you want. As for the working scenario, uh, internship in campus is allowed, and out of campus you can't intern anywhere, even though it's related to your work. You can't uh, because of some visa laws or something. But then in campus work is allowed for us, even though you're a second year, third year, no matter, you have to work in campus.
Yeah, it's the same for me.
Yeah.
You can work on campus, like the first year, you can work outside campus. After this year, you can work out of campus. We get into this.
I mean, it's pretty much dependent on the university. Some of them don't have that rule, some of them they do. Some of them you don't have to let them know that you're working off campus.
Yeah, we are not suggesting that you shouldn't do that.
Yes, Alish.
Don't risk your visa, guys, please.
Risk your visa, like you associate to it.
Alish visa is a little special. He came. How did you come?
I came. What?
No, no, nothing. Never mind.
Danish is blessing.
Yeah,
It's 3 a.m. Danish. Yeah,
yeah. He had
Ah,
too many drinks today.
no, man.
Hey,
This is the only
that's
drink I had. Water.
good
Okay,
job,
so
Danish.
for me, I have right now, okay, signature Coast of India BTech. So I have like currently I have 8 courses, including my elective, and the number of credits they are in my first semester, I believe there are 22 credits. I get 22 credits, and for the 4 years, I have to get 160. So for
Mm.
every semester, I need 20 to 22, anything in that range. So, so managing 7 courses, elective, and apart from that, I am also in a club, so that amounts to something. And for working, we don't have any such restrictions. I mean, obviously, I'm in my home country, so essentially, you're just a wild horse. You can do anything you like. Internship, job, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you have money, so you're fine.
Uh,
No,
when
that's not
you're
how.
that is the thing because a lot of people have to work here because It becomes a necessity because affording college in the US, even the US citizens who are from Europe, it's difficult for them. A lot of people do work in campus. Like, a lot of people work in college, at least here. Because it's very difficult otherwise afford your daily livings though, or your tuition. And it is pretty well if you like. Okay, as an international student, you can work 20 hours a week during school year, and if it's like winter break or like some, if you're like also winter break or summer, you can work up to 40 hours. So, and the minimum wage here on campus is $15. So no one is going
15. Mine is 7.
only for my university though. The state's minimum wage is around 8 or 10. So like if you work outside this campus, they're not going to pay you more than 10 because they obviously pay you minimum. But on campus,
It's the opposite for me.
the minimum is 15. Like on campus,
On campus, it's 7 or 8 for me, and outside campus, it's 25.
I don't know about
And also to just let our viewers know and our listeners know, we one of our hosts, Hetvi, is also working on campus right now, and she gets what around 300 a week, roughly.
I'm not sure. Is that the answer?
Yeah. She gets 300 a week. Last time we spoke with her, it was somewhere
But
around
yeah, I mean,
three
that
hundred
also
dollars a week.
explains like the situation of how different aspects of workload is on every single student in different countries.
Yeah,
Because
it
Yash, Hetvi, and
differs.
I, we have to work. Like, if I want to give an example, because I don't know currency exchange in other countries, but if you want food for a whole day, maybe even 2 days in India, usually cost about $5 to $10 in between that range, depending on where you order from. Over here, for fast food,
Maybe.
not good restaurant food, for fast food, it's about $30 for one meal. It was so weird.
And $30 is around
Well, I
2,400,
ordered a lot.
roughly around 2,400. Yeah.
Yeah, about 2,400.
How much
No,
you
yeah,
get
yeah,
one
yeah.
burger for?
$5, $6 one burger,
Yeah.
which is
No,
like
so
540 rupees for one.
yeah, working and such jobs are a crucial part of most international students' life, whether it's in US or any other country, most
Right.
countries.
Like if this one egg McMuffin was 600 rupees.
Uh, my entire meal, if I just
Entire
have from
meal?
the canteen, from the canteen, like the entire day's meal, if I eat just from my canteen, it sums up to around 30, 35, 40 yuan, not more than that, which is like
Well, see,
500,
that's
500.
different because Yash and I also have dining facilities. He uses it, I don't. So that's on me.
Yeah, that's another thing to consider. They don't regularly pay that amount, but
And
yeah.
if
Semester. For one semester for the dining hall, it's 2,600.
Uh, it's 29 for me.
2600,
2,900 for me. That's the lowest price.
bro, my apartment's rent for the entire year is cheaper than what you pay for the dining hall.
Yeah, let's
But
not
also
talk about
Danish is
that.
on a scholarship, just to clear things out for everyone. Danish is on a good scholarship. He got a great NEET score.
But then
He
even
got
without the scholarship, it still would have been cheaper.
perhaps.
I mean, that's just the thing for you. That's just the thing when you're in the scholarship. They're pretty expensive. There's a lot of debt, a lot of times. And
Yeah, but
if you work here, as a student, it's like 20, if you work for 20 hours a week. But I don't know, like, depends on the college, obviously, if you're in, at least here, they pay 15. So, I mean, you can save up a lot. And if you work over winter break or something, you can get more than 40 hours. And plus, you get holiday pay. So, there's some people holiday pay here. So, where you get paid 1.5 times more of your normal pay, it's like $22. an hour, and you can work up to 40 hours. So if you work in winter, you can stay up a lot for your PC and you live it. So there are ways to do that, but it doesn't necessarily just
Yeah. I mean, adding on to that, just a disclaimer, if you are an Indian student, and you're planning to come to US or China, make sure you apply for scholarships. It's very, very easy to get scholarships for Indian students or international students who's trying to come for USA, even if you don't have good grades.
yeah, I forgot. I was supposed to 15K year, so that brought my tuition down to 20 from 36. It's still a lot, but I would not be able to come if it was not this course. It would not be it's like 15K a year is like 60K for 4 years. So it helped a lot.
$15,000. How much is it in rupees?
Like 12 lakhs,
12 lakhs a year of scholarship.
Yeah.
something like that. But still, like, this is still plenty.
So,
Yeah.
There's definitely
like
ROI
14
of studying in the US because again internships here pay pretty well, at least for mine, which I can say internships here pay like if you do such summer for 50 months, you can get from $10,000. You can get $10,000. It's like you can and you have good ROI, you can save for college. And after you graduate, if you work here for 2 3 years, you will get your returns from it. This is a basic investment.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm glad that Yash mentioned ROI, because okay, I did my AS and A levels. I did my GCSEs. For those who don't know, it's an international curriculum which prepares you to go abroad and pursue higher education in countries like US, UK, outside of India, essentially. And up until 11th, I was prepared to go to the US, but I decided not to after having some internships in India. And also, my pathway, my goals are different than the goals generally are different for every person. But I'm beginning to think that even staying back in India and instead of going abroad or going to any other country for education, I think it seems like a dated idea to me as we proceed forward. Um, uh, of course, this is a topic for another episode, and we'll definitely get to it. But just to highlight or just to share my viewpoint on it, I think there's a lot of opportunity in India now that the economy is growing at such a fast pace. We already crossed $4 trillion, or we are at $4 trillion right now. So I would argue that it's very tricky to consider what the ROI is for you when you're considering whether to study in India or to go abroad. So, okay, that this is a topic which we'll elaborate more on some other episode. It deserves another episode. But and also to point out something else, if you can't see Hape, our another host today, it's because she is working a job. She is an office assistant in Minnesota, University of Minnesota, and yeah, so that's the reason. And if someone's wondering how difficult it is to manage work, it so the universities do limit your time to 20 hours a week. So, and for Hetvi, luckily her job is to normally sit at a desk for a stretch of like 4 hours, manage orders and different things. I'm not completely sure of her day-to-day task as an office assistant, but she gets a lot of time to maybe complete her assignments, work on some of the stuff she has. So it kind of plays out well in the sense that she's working and also able to manage her assignments and other universities tasks that she might have. So searching for jobs like these, I think is a good tip for university students to manage your studies, your work, and be able to earn something on the side.
Yeah, it's a good job. So it does like yeah, it jogs your brain pretty well, and they are normally very understanding of people. Like they're flexible with their timings, and because students have uh, varying schedules, classes and assignments. So they are very flexible with things, but at the same time, I mean, you have to do the work to get the money. So you have to be there to get the whole money. But it's good. Like if you to put in the work, it does pay pretty well.
Yeah, so that is roughly about it for our workloads. They're not the same. They look different for every student, every person out there. Depends on your course, on the country you are in, and essentially where you are headed in your career. So it can vary a lot. But I hope this episode of our podcast added a lot of value, or at least some value for someone who's either looking to go abroad or just curious about what our lives is living abroad. So if you enjoyed this episode, found it to be informative, like, share, subscribe, and feel free to share it with any of your friends or family members or anyone you might know. And I guess Alish has some words of
Yeah, I'm
advice.
sorry. I just wanted to conclude the episode with also saying, on the topic of workload, it also majorly depends on what country you are in. Um, in my own opinion, I would say if you're in China, most of your workload would be, I would say it's kind of balanced, as Danish said that there is a basketball course, I'm pretty sure. If you're in India, it's mostly going to be about studies. You're not going to have much workload towards sports unless you take another course maybe and you have less credit hours. And I only have one thing to say about
Yeah, I mean,
US, which
if you manage it for engineering courses, core science courses, yes, it is tasking. So you'll have to find the time yourself for other activities. It's manageable, but a little tricky when you're traveling, commuting for 3 hours a day at least.
yeah,
Yeah, go on.
yeah. Lastly, just one thing for US. I have never seen such free students, I would say.
Yeah,
I've never seen such students with such easy materials to study or exams, and they're still not able to pass or something. But it's mostly all sports, parties, and stuff. So US is a great option if you're lazy. That's all.
yeah. At least it's just good. So you have to just like you have to know where to ignore and where to just along the way we keep moving.
All right. On that note, like, share, subscribe this podcast. And for new viewers, I'll say it again. Jetspray to Toilet Paper is a podcast where we talk about our lives living in different countries. And a quick one, if you're wondering where the name came from. Uh, one of our initial video calls after going to our respective universities after separating was the ones in US and China had to use toilet papers to take care of their business every morning, and in India we use jet sprays. So that transition every morning, you're reminded of it, going from jet sprays in the morning to toilet paper. So that is like our interesting take on this. Well then,
Yeah.
bye.
Bye bye,
Bye.
guys.